Hey guys, this is the lesson for Friday, January the 29th. It is Happy National Puzzle Day. So maybe you could work you a puzzle today to celebrate National Puzzle Day. To get ready for today's lesson, I need you to open up handout 13A and I need you to open up the Odyssey. Handout 13A and the Odyssey. So let's look at what needs to be capitalized. So I want you to look at sentences 1 through 4 and pause the video, get your piece of paper, and make a list of the words that you think need to be capitalized in each sentence. And then push play and check your answers. So in number 1, it says, did Christopher and Max walk through Oakland Park on Wednesday? The words that need to be capitalized is Christopher, Max, Oakland Park, and Wednesday. All of those words should be capitalized. The days of the week, someone's name, the name of a park. So number 2, Mr. and Mrs. Andrews purchased a new car at Royal Motor Company. We need to capitalize Mrs. and Andrews, and we need to capitalize Royal Motor Company because that is all part of the title of the company. Number 3 says, I think Pierre owns a French restaurant on Peachtree Street in Atlanta, Georgia. We need to capitalize Pierre, French, Peachtree Street in Atlanta, Georgia. We wouldn't capitalize restaurant because it's just mentioning what kind of restaurant. It's not a part of the name of the restaurant. Number 4 says the Mediterranean Sea borders Africa, Europe, and Asia. We want to capitalize Mediterranean Sea, and we want to capitalize the continents Africa, Europe, and Asia. Number 5 says many Japanese people migrated to Hawaii to start a new business. We want to capitalize Japanese and Hawaii. Number 6 says our plane landed at Kennedy International Airport in New York on February 27th. We want to capitalize Kennedy International Airport because that's all the name of the airport, and we want to capitalize New York and February. Number 7 says Juan likes to eat at a restaurant on Main Street called Good Food. We want to capitalize Main Street and Good Food because that's the name of the restaurant. Number 8 says my cousin Jamal lives next door to a Canadian family. We want to capitalize the name Jamal, and we want to capitalize Canadian. Next week we'll work on capitalization some more. Our focusing question for this lesson is, how does the Odyssey exhibit the genre expectations of the monomyth? Our content framing question is, what are the big ideas of the Odyssey? Now, we have seen that phrase big ideas before, and what that refers to is themes. And then our craft question is, why is dialogue in narratives important? So I want you to take a minute to pause the video and think about this question. How does failure help cultivate humility? In other words, how does failing something, not being successful, how does that create this sense of being humble? Now, Odysseus has encountered many, many tests many of them have also humbled him. So here's a list of some of the tests that he has endured. So you can glance at this list. There's a long list. And this is just in what we've read so far. So I want you to open up handout 13A, and I want to talk about the assignment that you have for today. And it goes along with Odysseus's tests that he's encountered. I have filled out this chart based on his test with the lotus eaters, and you can follow my example. You get to choose whether you want to fill this chart out for the Cyclops or for the underworld. And I put the page numbers underneath if you want to reference those pages. But you can fill this out, pick one of those. If you decide you want to do both of them, you can do that for extra credit. Make sure you use capital letters, but make sure that you use complete sentences to get all your points. So to fill this out, the first column is the section. The second is what is the test in the section. The third column is what enables Odysseus to pass the test. Then how is failure part of the test? What lesson does Odysseus learn? And what big ideas or themes does this test show? So I filled this out for the lotus eaters. We know the lotus eaters, it's on page 21 through 25. And what is the test? The men are tempted to eat the lotus fruit. What enables Odysseus to pass the test? Odysseus is loyal to his family. He reminds the drugged men about their families. His loyalty to family helps him pass the test. How is failure part of the test? Odysseus' men disappoint him when they taste the lotus fruit and become entranced. They no longer want to return home. So the failure might not be on the part of Odysseus. It could be on the part of the men. What lesson does Odysseus learn? He learns his men are not perfect. It teaches him to stay focused on his goal and to persevere. And what big ideas does this test show? It shows us that temptation causes men to behave in ways that are harmful to themselves. So your job is to choose either the Cyclops or the Underworld and answer those questions based on that section. If you want to do both, you can for extra credit. Don't forget to use capital letters. This is due by Monday at 8 a.m. So try to get this done. If you have any questions, make sure you reach out to your English teacher. Bye, guys.